tonight. From Gillette's. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
First and 10.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And, partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A gain of 14.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now Allen again, and his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Holding offense. Oh, no.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Newton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, Newton.
That's a pretty play there. Come out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And, you know, a lot of talk about these 2 versus 7 games this year in the playoffs, something that we've never had before. And this, one of now 6 games on Wild Card Weekend. But, you know, we've seen the 6 seed in the pass maker run, Charles, so why not the number 7 seed?
And I'm still getting used to hearing 2 versus 7. You know, it's still taking me a little bit of time to get comfortable with it. But that's a great point that you just made. 6 seeds have made big runs in the playoffs, have run themselves all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't think there's much difference between a 6 and a 7, so we could see the same thing with this new playoff system.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, and that's caught by Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen's throw is complete, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now Allen to throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Patriots, nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And now back out comes the offense. And, of course, you know, you wondered who would be that team this year to get the number 2 seed because, remember, as we all know in the past, they'd be home on the couch right now getting ready for the divisional round.
That is an excellent point. Instead now, they're playing for their playoff lives, and they can't worry about the idea that, well, in the past, we wouldn't be playing this weekend. The bottom line is, as the number 2 seed, you do have to play. The good thing, you have the home field advantage. They need to go ahead and play to that level.
And you just know that before the season, they were like everybody else thinking, oh, 7 playoff teams, yeah, add an extra one. That sounds great. And then you find out, oh, wait, we're the number 2 seed that has a disadvantage. Not as happy right now. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
38-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
A gain of 5.
Now a toss, left side, Michelle. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Matt Milano on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
At the 27-yard
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Newton on first down. Stepping up, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
On 1st down, Singletary. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The Bills ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen, a quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
Complete to Stephon Diggs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary.
Devin Singletary.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now is Allen, able to get away. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away, and
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't do that, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball game.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
You stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep was put in there for a reason.
It's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The 45-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Bills 13. Patriots nothing.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And his pass incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Davius White on the coverage.
Newton throwing again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Allen's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 47-yard.
Incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and now it's 3rd down.
Singletary.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's remind everyone what we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens trying to win their first playoff game since Super Bowl 47, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, who are in prime position again this year to compete for a title. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For the Patriots. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene.
Newton's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A give, this is Michelle.
5-yard line.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Newton on first down. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a first down throw for Newton. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Again, it's Michelle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
Patriots 3.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
For Dawson
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, it's Singletary. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Singletary. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a run with Singletary. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Allen's pass.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
It is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle.
From the 29, Newton.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He spots his tight end Keene over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
From the 35 on 2nd down. Newton, now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newton, he may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will close the gap down to 14.
The score, Bills 20, Patriots 6.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Allen finding Knox there, complete.
Allen's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. And that's caught left side by the tight end, Keene. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes, his 2nd sack of the night.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. That one into the hands of Kane. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
from the 50, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 29-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
27-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Man open left side is Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On the counter, this is Singletary. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. So Newton and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. 1:06 to play. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Deion Kane, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go with Michel, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well,